Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the long-awaited episode 3 of the Who's Talking podcast. I'm Christian, I'm your host who's talking, and I want to officially say my bad. This episode was supposed to be on Thursday. Then I said it was going to be on a Friday. If you follow me on Twitter on Who Talking Cast, or just Who Talking Podcast. You'll find it eventually. They said it was going to be on Friday. I've just been busy. I've been very, very busy. Excuse me. So yeah, happy Saturday, everybody. It feels weird. I know this is only the third episode, but this is my first rodeo on podcasting, and it's strange because my last podcast, it was whenever I can get an episode out. Excuse me. With this, it's just like I want to have a schedule every Thursday, at like, I don't know, 8 p.m. EST, which is an awful time to upload a podcast because everyone's like in bed, but who knows. I am exhausted. I've been up to a lot. I got a new job. 3 cheers for that. But so again, my bad on being late to my 10 listeners out there. But hey, it's all good. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Speaking of Spotify, before we even get into anything, if you don't know what's going on with Spotify right now, it's just a lot of people are upset with Spotify due to the misinformation, about the vaccines, this and the third. Get vax, folks. That's not a big deal. I don't mean to, get on one topic, serious topic like that, or the other, but get vaxxed. Your shoulder's gonna hurt for like a day or two. You'll be fine. But anyway, so yeah, you have like Joe Rogan, that freaking dude that used to get kicked in the head regularly, and decided to own podcast host. He's one of the people that says, "Oh yeah, just take like a horse dewormer for COVID, and you might be fine." And so people have gotten a little bit fed up with that guy, among other reasons. So people are deleting their Spotify. A famous musical artist actually her name was like Julia something. If I find it, I will bring it up. But yeah, she had just removed all of her music off of Spotify, which is crazy. Like, I mean, I've never heard of her myself. I've never heard of her myself, but apparently she's pretty big on the whole music world. So yeah, but if you are listening to this on Spotify, then well, I am not going to I'm not gonna say and tell you to don't delete Spotify if you don't want to delete Spotify, but so I'm looking for the person who. It was Joni Mitchell. There we go. Joni Mitchell. I don't know who that is. Apparently that's a very big artist. So, yeah. And Neil Young. I guess Neil Young got like unfairly removed, and then that's why people got really mad because he got unfairly removed, but then Joe Rogan is still on, among other things. Besides that, if you're listening to this on Spotify and you don't want to delete Spotify, that's cool. But if you are going to delete Spotify, follow us on Apple Podcast or YouTube, because that was always the one thing about when I started this podcast. It was Spotify to me seems like it's dying. Even before all this, it's kind of just like outdated. I remember the big thing was Pandora. Pandora was great. Then Pandora kind of died. And then there was SoundCloud. Everyone's like, oh, you had a big boom on SoundCloud, all these SoundCloud rappers, but then everyone was kind of just like, yeah, SoundCloud rappers suck. And then Spotify almost like went bankrupt until like Chance the Rapper gave them like $1 million, so they could continue supporting artists and this, that, and the third. And I think that's when they started having an influx of ads now, so they can actually stay up, make money. That'll knock the hustle. And then it was Spotify. So I was like, man, they go, have these cool things, or we'll make a playlist for you, or have a Spotify Wrapped. I mean, there was iHeartRadio, but no one cared about iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio kind of sucked. Anyway, no, I heard it was pretty big back in the day, but then, died off. The Spotify, oh, we have a Spotify Wrapped for you, and all these cool user-friendly things that Spotify could do for you. And they didn't just have music; you could find podcasts there. You could find other things. So that was real cool. But now it just seems like Spotify is dying too. I don't use Spotify anymore. Shoot, I use YouTube to listen to music. To be completely honest, because shoot, YouTube, you can find the most music out of all of them. Because you want to find like a dude that makes beats out of like other songs, you're gonna post it on YouTube, and then make sure he doesn't get like a copyright. You can't really post someone else's stuff. All right, let's say you make a beat out of like a trap beat out of like an anime soundtrack, right? You can't really post it on Spotify because the anime soundtrack is from an actual anime that has blah blah blah. But you can put that on YouTube because it's clearly like not parody, but you're creating something out of something else. You can't usually put it on Spotify, right? And so you want to find, and also people just don't upload this on Spotify, but they'll upload a YouTube or upload a YouTube will upload it for them. You know what I mean? Like YouTube topics or whatever it's called. It'll just put all your stuff in a playlist for you, right? I mean, yeah, or someone will just pull a SoundCloud and just put someone else's music on YouTube. But yeah, I think Spotify is dying, especially right now because people are canceling their Spotify premiums and just deleting Spotify for good. Um, and honestly, it does seem like this will actually have some effect because I remember when like delete Facebook trended like every other week, but it's Facebook. It's so big that nothing could really get rid of Facebook anymore. Even when you have Jim Carrey saying you should delete Facebook, but yeah, I don't think you get rid of Facebook at this point. But um, Spotify though, I don't know. No, I'm probably lip smacking so much. It's crazy. I don't know about Spotify because I think Spotify is about to. I think all it would take is for them to say the wrong thing. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep Joe. We understand the outrage, and we're gonna keep Joe Rogan on. Like if they do that, because Joe Rogan's making the money, right? Because he's like the biggest podcast there is right now. I'm gonna take his place. Don't worry. So if Spotify does the wrong move on this, a lot more people are gonna leave Spotify, most likely. But even before or after that, all it's gonna take is for a brand new spanking shiny music app to pop up, and then kaboom, Spotify's down the drain. That's how I feel, but I don't know. Let's see here. Unfortunately, I don't have any major celebrity drama. I mean, yeah, I really don't have much. But what I will say, I saw this the other morning. This is simultaneously the craziest, but also it's crazy, but I'm not surprised either. Apparently, Mexican drug cartels have been using the video game Grand Theft Auto 5 to peddle drugs for them. Right, this woman that got him pulled over and arrested and she told the police that someone on Grand Theft Auto 5 asked her to smuggle drugs across the border, and the drugs were in her like gas holder or whatever. I forgot where the drugs were exactly, but yeah. The drug cartel's getting smart. Just getting on video games and telling people to be like, yo, smoke with this crack horse. That's funny. That's definitely going to be in Grand Theft Auto 6 whenever that comes out. There's got to be a reference to that somewhere, right? 'Cause I remember I think like the Taliban did the same thing, or maybe not. I don't know. It was just like a terrorist organization. It's like using like the internet to recruit people in America. Shoot, I mean, Ku Klux Klan does that shit. Speaking of the Ku Klux Klan, you know what? I do have some celebrity drama, as a matter of fact. So, Ezra Miller, famous actor. Ezra was in the new DC like Justice League movies. I think Ezra was also in the very first Suicide Squad. The Flash, excuse me. Ezra plays the Flash, the new Flash, not the TV show Flash. I think there's a new Flash movie coming out eventually with like Michael, old school Batman will be this. I was like, oh, I can run really fast and cause time travel. But anyway, the Flash, that's an Ezra Miller, has beef with the Ku Klux Klan. And like this was the most random thing that happened because like this wasn't like an event that happened or anything, right? This wasn't like a fight video, nothing like that. Ezra got on his Instagram one day and he just records the video and posts it on their Instagram. And he's just like, "Hey, it's me, Ezra Miller. This goes out to the North Carolina Ku Klux Klan. You should all kill yourselves, or just wait until like we get to you or something." It's like what? Ezra just straight up just told a specific chapter of the Klan to kill themselves, or Ezra and his their homeboys, or whoever Ezra was talking about, is gonna kill the Klan for them. Just, good grief! I don't understand, like, because everyone's confused. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the video, because I'm not gonna play it because my mic sucks. But I want to see just because there was nothing that happened like before this for Ezra to just make this video. You know what I mean? He had the flash, did the flash ring on it. It's still up. It's still up. Please, there's the caption. Please disseminate the video to all those who may concern. It's not a joke. And even though I do recognize myself to be a clown, please trust me and take this seriously. Let's save some lives now, okay, babies? Love you like whoa. So this was an actual threat. This was an actual threat on Instagram. This was an actual death threat to the Ku Klux Klan. That is the craziest thing. Shit. At least it was straight to the point. Good grief. Now, what I want to understand is, what is this beef? I mean, I'm all for it, right? Telling the Ku Klux Klan to kill themselves, that is something I am all absolutely for. I'll do that. Shoot, I'll do that in person. But I want to know what's going to happen after. Because, shit, is that going to actually be like a news headline soon? It is like, yo, Ezra Miller just murdered a bunch of Klan members. Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting, especially because homeboy got a movie coming out soon. But anyway, what else we got in the news? All right, I remember on episode 2 I talked about the Super Bowl lineup, and so Kendrick Lamar, the greatest rapper of all time, is gonna be on the halftime show along with Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and I forgot the last person's name. It's not Missy Elliott. I forgot. It's not Mary J. Blige either. I forgot what it was. Anyway, though, Kendrick Lamar is rumored to have a single, coming out like right before the Super Bowl, next 2 weeks. Here's the problem. This headline of, Kendrick Lamar might have something new dropping today. Or hey, Kendrick Lamar might have something, an album or a project dropping soon. Every time I've seen something like that happen, or just like an announcement like that, what is going on outside? They're just drag racing outside my apartment. But hopefully that didn't pick up. But yeah, every time someone's like, oh yeah, Kendrick's gonna drop something, he never does. It would make sense for him to, drop right before the Super Bowl. But I doubt it. I really do doubt it. I doubt it. Because the only time Kendrick Lamar is about to drop was when he starts looking homeless. And I haven't seen any photos of him, so he must be doing good. Shoot. I'm mad. I need him to drop. Listen, I'm so tired of listening to freaking garbage rappers or people excited about just god-awful rappers. Here's an example of a god-awful rapper. No pun intended. Kanye West. Oh, I hate this dude. I hate this dude so. He sucks. He just sucks ass. Like, not even music-wise, just personality-wise. The dude is just a loser. He's a loser. He's such a loser. Like, freaking. Oh, I gotta paint my entire house white and have minimal things because I have anxiety. Boo! Shut up. Be quiet. Dude's music is just garbage. Scoobity boop, boop-dee shoop-dee whoop. It's like, just shut up. Then that Donda album, where it just has some chick just yelling Donda over and over and over and over. Like, come on. Like, even like recently, those are old examples. Like recently, he's making a diss track against the dude that's like dating his ex-wife, as if he. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Kanye, the go for this. He's telling how it is. It's like, dude, no. Kanye decided to do everything except take his meds. His wife left him for a goofy white boy comedian, Pete Davidson, who was literally like Hollywood's rebound dude. And then Kanye thinks the best thing to do, instead of trying to see his kids, I guess Kanye was trying to see his kids, but again, he's not on his freaking meds. I hear just like, anyway, instead of trying to see his kids for real, he just makes diss tracks and just says a bunch of stupid, outlandish garbage like he always be doing. Like, good grief. Can we get the Kanye back that was like semi-cool? Like maybe 2014 Kanye, maybe? Something like that. Please? Because, oh my gosh, Kanye just sucks. I knew it was bad ever since Kanye became Kanye, you know what I mean? Just freaking, oh yeah. Slavery was a choice, and Donald Trump is the Lord and Savior of the presidency. Oh my God. Excuse me. Kanye, and it's just, Kanye's fans are just as annoying because I've quite literally, this might just be a Twitter thing, but I have quite literally seen Kanye West fans unironically compare him to Jesus. And I'm not even joking. And they're not joking either. Like, oh, well, Kanye, Kanye just people getting mad at Kanye for telling the truth. When Jesus told the truth, they persecuted him too. It's like, oh boy, that hurts. That hurts. That might be a Twitter thing. I hope it's just a Twitter thing, because Kanye West fans are just as annoying as Kanye West. I don't know. I'm a professional hater of Kanye West. But speaking of professional haters, Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless. If y'all don't know who Skip Bayless is, you've definitely seen him at least one point in your life. He is a sports commentator. He's why am I gonna fit this homeboy name? Black dude everybody be making memes out of. Whoa. I don't know. Skip Bayless, very famous sports commentator, known for two things: one, for being loud, and two, for hating LeBron James. And read like a couple days ago, I don't know what it was for, but he was essentially talking about his personal life along with his career. And I'm just gonna recite this quote that he has said during this. Here's the quote. Quote goes, "I'm married to this. Pause. When I met my wife, I told her, you'll always be number 2 to my job, which is my life." This man told his wife that she will always be number 2 to LeBron James slander. He also said freaking Friday night was date night unless LeBron James was playing. Oh, this man is a professional. It was Shannon. He's a co-host of Shannon Sharp. It was Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. That's what it is. This dude hates LeBron James more than anyone I've ever seen. Like, the pictures of this guy, I don't know how tall he is, right? But this dude is like he got the drip. Like he know how to dress. I will say that. But there'll be random pictures of him just like standing on couches, and him and Shannon be arguing. It's ridiculous. They just be screaming at each other. This is about sports. But speaking of Skip, actually, he hates LeBron James, but a big fan of Tom Brady. And speaking of Tom Brady, man himself, the legend. The only reason I ever watched the Patriots win over and over and over in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady. He's retiring. He's retired. I have no reason to watch football. I don't have any reason to watch the Super Bowl now. Because the only reason I watched the Super Bowl was because Tom Brady was on the Patriots, and the Patriots would win. But then when he got traded to like the Bucks or something, anybody ever cared about the Bucks? It was the Patriots, the Giants, the Ravens, and like the Rams or whatever, right? I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, so I'm obviously a Patriots fan. Oh, and the Saints. I'm sorry, and the Saints. I've been a Patriots fan. I'm still a Patriots fan. It's just I don't have any reason to watch now. I don't even know who's playing at the Super Bowl. Now that I think about it, because I know it's that who is playing at the Super Bowl. Because if it's Patriots, then I might watch just to be like, yo, let's do this for Tom Brady. Who's playing at the Super Bowl? It looks like the Bucks, San Francisco. Wait, no, that's just like the four. Who the hell was playing the Super Bowl this year? I don't know. Hold on. We're gonna find this out. Who is playing in the Super Bowl? Do we not know yet? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Okay, so is in Los Angeles, home to the Chargers and the Rams. What team? Okay, so it's not. Okay. The playoffs. Playoff. So the Tennessee Titans have a bye. I don't know what that means, but you got the Chiefs versus the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I used to be a Steelers fan, so I'm rooting for the Steelers on that one. The Buffalo Bills versus the Patriots. Oh, wow, that's hard. I was born in Boston, grew up in New York, near Buffalo. I'm rooting for the Patriots, duh. The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Las Vegas Raiders. I love Las Vegas, so I'm going to have to go with the Raiders on that one. I remember, I used to have a Raiders hat, actually. Never seen them play. Anyway, so Tom Brady's retiring. I have a great retirement, Tom Brady. You're the GOAT. It's kind of strange that you kiss your kids in the mouth, but we don't need to talk about that now. Enjoy your retirement, Tom Brady. We'll all miss you. The Bucks. No one cares about the Bucks. What else? What else is going on in the world? Because not a lot has really been happening. I mean, I can't really say not too much that I want to talk about, at least. I usually talk about movies. I haven't talked about any movies in this podcast yet. So I'll talk about a movie. I watched Don't Look Up. A movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence about the meteor that's coming down and how no one's taking it seriously, and it's supposed to be a play on climate change and like COVID and how people aren't really paying attention to like the thing that's literally killing them or going to kill them, except it's a meteor instead of all that. It's very on the nose. So I watched it. Right? I will say 3 things about this movie. 1, the cinematography, fantastic. The camera work and the shots do a great job of making it seem very intense. And when there's supposed to be an important scene, the scene that looks important. Secondly, the acting, phenomenal. I mean, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. He's not going to have a bad performance. It's Jennifer Lawrence. She's not going to have a bad performance except in X-Men. We don't need to talk about X-Men. Tyler Perry, he was in that movie for some reason. He did great. It's always good to see him in something besides Medea. And third thing is, the movie sucked ass. Right? It was so bad. Like, okay, it wasn't so bad, but I didn't like it. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's such a great movie. It's so funny. It's funny. I'll admit it's funny, but it just sucks. Like, all of the budget went into the actors. You can tell. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to, but you can tell all the budget went into the actors. which makes sense. You got Tyler Perry, Leonardo DiCaprio, Timothy Chalamet, whatever, Timothy Fish Tuna Chalamet, whatever, Jennifer Lawrence, Tyler Perry, freaking. There's another woman, if I don't know. Yeah, I got an all-star cast in this. But besides that, just everything else was just kind of bad. Like it's just, I don't know if it was like the how on the nose it was, but I couldn't really get into it because it was just oh yeah, Jonah Hill too. Jonah Hill was so funny in that. Sorry, I don't know. I couldn't really get because it was one of those movies where it just wasn't good, right? It just wasn't. What was good though? Eternals, and it's funny because for some reason everyone else's opinions about Don't Look Up and Eternals are flipped, right? Because everyone loves Don't Look Up, everyone hates Eternals. I hate Don't Look Up. I loved Eternals. I watched Eternals. That was such a good movie. Like I loved it. Like it was like because I will admit that it was sorry, one thought at once. I will admit I personally did not expect Eternals to ever show up in the whole Marvel Universe thing. And I honestly think it was honestly too late or too early, right? I felt like it would have been better to introduce the Eternals while the whole like Thanos Infinity Stones. That would have been a much better time to actually introduce them because one of the main characters, Icarus, quite literally can handle his own against Thanos and does so in the comics, right? So it would have been a lot better. But just I guess the timing of this movie is a little strange to me. But besides that, I thought it was great. The characters were really well fleshed out, and you actually had characters with like not only personalities, but you could like see who they were truly, right? They did things that you would expect real life people to do because that's all they've ever wanted to be. That's what they've been trying to be for like a million years or whatever because they've been on Earth since civilization started. That's like what they say in the trailers. So you could really see that, and I really liked it. I really really liked it, but no one really liked the Eternals, and I don't know. I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. Um, a lot of new stuff coming out. Um, what else? I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very, very tired. If I sound tired, I am tired. I've been busy. I got a lot of stuff just going on. But again, I do want to say, I will never, ever, ever. Well, I'll do my, I'll do my best to make sure the episodes are up Thursday, and that they're up at a better time than like 9 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? So with that, love y'all. Follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I will see y'all later.